Libido actually can get heightened. I don't know about everybody. It can go up on this lifestyle. So that's another thing. Energy is just energy, right? Sexual energy is just energy. So whether I'm impregnating or impregnating a business, right? Whether I'm impregnating an idea, in the insemination of, a business, right? I see the germination of that seed that is planted. So that's sexual transmutation. So when you talk about lust, the amount of lust that I used to feel when I was eating spicy foods, salty foods, all sorts of different things, I felt lust on such a level. I mean, I was heavily involved in pornography, pornographic images, videos. You couldn't have told me the amount of sexual energy that I was releasing. I mean, the amount of sexual energy that was not increasing, that was dramatically reducing. The trauma I was inducing on my body over and over again. Even like, it took a long time for me to even come out in the open and talk about that. Like, I did not know what to do with all the energy that I had. The sexual energy. So the depletion of the secretions, for me, in the masculine sense, I mean, I was drained all the time, constantly. And that probably made me even more hungry because I was losing blood. Do you know how much blood they say that you lose in one ejaculation? And if a man is doing that 3 times a day, that's insane. So the way that I was living was completely insane. But it was lust. It was filled with lust. And then even when I tried to stop, I would still have nocturnal emissions at night. Wet dreams, right? They call them wet dreams because of the lust in my mind. So that's mental. That's the subconscious. Once I started to slowly peel back the layers of stuff in the mind when it comes to lust, that started to filter out. But on this journey, when you have so much energy, you have even more sexual energy because it's all just energy. So if you're not careful, Eli Tom always talks about, he says, a healthy body is a sexual body, right? So you better know how to redirect it. You better know how to connect it, or things might turn out not as you expected, right? It needs to be selective. So you need to be protective and it needs to be respected. That's what I would say on that. When it comes to lust, it's not like, okay, you just get into the pranic vibration and immediately lust is eradicated. That's something in the mind. That's something in the mind state. I think that's due to your psychology. You can be like one of these, seemingly a saint, somebody who's holier than thou, walking around like nothing stinks and everything is right with your life. But if your mind is not right, what you invite, the energy that you still invite and that gravitates towards you, it's just temptation. Temptation is everywhere. So I still see it. I still see temptation everywhere I look. But there's another thing that I'm thirsting for now. There's another thing that I'm hungry for now. And that supersedes the temptation of the lower energy form. So going to my baser sense of the animal lust, or the nature of just fulfilling the short-term gratification or the desire of something that I know is just temporary. It's just ephemeral. That experience is fleeting and it was always depleting. You end up not needing it anymore because you're feeding on something else. So you're not needing that anymore. Lust doesn't completely leave you. It gets transformed. Just like energy is not destroyed, it's transformed. So you transfer that, you transform that lust, you transmute that lust into something else, right? Now I have a lust for life. Now I have a lust for knowledge, a lust for learning, a lust for meditation and raising vibration, a lust for, exercise, moving locations, a lust for traveling, a lust. That's my lust. That's my lust. But the lust, the old lust of like, ooh, dang, girl, what's your name? What's your number? That lust? Come on. Right? It's something higher. It transfers to something higher. But it's only when the mind starts to rewire that you lust for something higher. So that's what I'll say about lust. I trust that answered your question.